Hello everyone, this is John with Money on the Floor Currency Trader, and today we're going over trends, and not just trends but mostly how I like to trade. I like to trade, I see the MACD cross. I know in here I'm looking for buys, all the way up buys, still buys until we get the MACD, which just now crossed, so now my buying is over with. Now I'm starting to look for sells at this point, but it still has to prove itself. But when I buy, I don't just buy all because the candles are going up doesn't mean we buy. And I think that's the problem. And I have trouble with it too because you feel like you're missing out. That fear, that FOMO, that fear of missing out really kicks in when those candles start moving fast. And they're trying to get you to bite. Trust me, they are. They want you to bite. They want you to buy in because they're just inevitably going to take it back down. And that's why people always say, the candle always moves against them because it does. And that's what the candles do. Every candle moves halfway down. Every candle moves halfway down. Every candle moves halfway down. This one did not, but usually they do. But usually every candle moves halfway down. So not just every candle, but every move. So if you have an impulse up, the impulse down came about halfway down. Impulse up. Eventually we're going to get an impulse down, which will be halfway up. Even though this one kept going, did not do it on this move, but it did come down a little bit. The theory is do not buy on the impulsive move because that's just going to put you in bad situation. What happens is you see this candle going, this candle here goes, there's a second one, I better buy. What happens is it pulls back. So the idea is to wait for the pullback, and the reason why is yes, it may go and you don't get the trade. That is possible, and that's okay. But if you wait for the pullback, what happens is you can see here that if you wait for the pullback down to here, it gives you a fractal. And a fractal means you have two to the left, two to the right. You don't really get that till up here, but you can see you got to pull down to this point. It pulled down, it came back up. So you know you got three down here. That's enough for me to say, you know what? I'm okay at buying this now because now we have a pullback going into the trend because it's an obvious uptrend. And how do you know it's an uptrend? Because we zoom out, it's obvious uptrend. It's been going up. All this has been up. So you're only looking for buys theoretically. So now we zoom back in. And what you want to do is look for that. Where did we go? Here it is right here. So we saw the candles move up. We saw it in here. We thought, you know what, I want to buy, but I need to wait for that pullback. And what the pullback does, it gets you at a better instance. So now when you get up to this point where it was, let me get the horizontal one, which is right there, this is free money. It's going to go from here to there just to get back to normal. That's free money. Now the key is if you're wrong and you pull up, you're already in profit. Now if you're wrong, it pulls back down, breaks the bottom, you put your stop just below here, you can have a small stop. That is very important. This really makes a set and forget type of trading. So when you see this, you can come in here and say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and put my stop right there. I'm going to go ahead and enter right here, right where that line is right there. And I know once we get here, I'm going to double that. And the idea is if we double it, you're going for a 2 to 1. So you got 1, 2 is probably not till it kicks up like over here. So now you got a 2 to 1, maybe a little bit more right there, but still it's a 2 to 1. The idea is you can easily get that and not have to worry about this. You can set this trade and actually walk away. You're going to lose 1 or you're going to make 2. And that's an awesome way to trade. No stress, no problem, very easy. Yes, you can get more, but the problem is you try to get more, you break your rhythm. These are your rules you go by, you keep it mechanical, and you're able to do this over and over and over. Where do you do it again? Right here. What does it do? It pulls back. Right in here. We just had the trade, you got out, and what does it do? It pulls back right there. So now as soon as it pulls back up, we know we can get in here. So your stop again would go down below right here. Your entry would probably right about here is about as fast as you can catch it. And then you know once you get up to this top is 1, 2. So you put your target profit already right there. And you're already automatically, boom, right into profit. The idea is if you're wrong, you're already going to pull back up into here somewhere. And at that time, if it's wrong and it pulls back, you're only going to lose a little bit right here. That's the key. You lose a little bit to gain a lot. And that is an awesome way to trade. So pullbacks are your friend. So you just got to zoom out a little bit, find out which way the momentum's going, and then look for those pullbacks. The bigger the pullback, the bigger the punch. So you can go for a bigger target. So you see here, you had a big pullback to this point. You see it pop up, you can get in here. So you figure whatever you got from, the sooner you get in, the more, once you enter the trade, you know your stop's going down there below that. And then whatever it is from here to the top of the pullback, you can double that. You even go to 3 if you'd like, but I find 2 being very safe to do, easy to make money. See, the whole goal is to make $1,000 a day usually. So if you're doing a prop firm, if you're making $1,000 a day, you take home 80% of that, so you're taking home $800 a day. That's pretty good money times 20. And doing this, you could easily do it because you just need a couple trades. Put 1 lot on, you're going to easily hit that mark. You might even get a little bit more, and that's okay too. It's okay to make more, but we don't want to make less. The idea is to make it easily, make it stress-free, and keep making the money so you can keep getting paid. What happens is we hold the money too long, and the market eventually turns on you, and you end up losing it all. You could hold this whole thing if you want, but eventually the market will turn. If you're not able to get out by the crossover, which there's many crossovers in here. So usually if I'm going to do that route, I'm going to go to a 1-hour chart. You should have one up anyway. And now you can see here, if you bought here, where do you exit? You're going to exit at the crossover. So here we had the crossover was a sell. It came at this arrow, went all the way down. We got a green crossover. You need to exit all sell trades at that point. The idea is if you put a trend line, you can get out sooner, and that's what it's all about. But as this crosses over, now we're only looking for buys. And here you're only looking for sells. And here you're only looking for buys. Here you're only looking for sells. See how much easier the trading is? So all this stuff will help you, and that's what it's all about. And you can always get a hold of me. I'm always here to help you. This is what I do. I have a lot of coaching students, so it's not a problem. This is what I deal with every day as I help people. And we're here to make money. We're here to get rich together, and that's the goal. But this simple idea of waiting for a pullback will save you so much. So please, a pullback is your friend. The trend is your friend. And all you got to do is zoom out, and you'll know when the MACD crosses. Any MACD will work. It crossed over. It is time to only look for buys. Look for pullbacks. Never just jump into a moving candle, because what happens is it moves out. Your buys right here. It pulled back. You're negative all over this point. Takes to get up to here to get even again, and then to make some money is difficult. If you see this and wait for the pullback, that's free money. And you double that, and you easily made your money back. You had a small stop. It's just such a better way to trade. All right, everybody. Have a great Christmas. I'm just trying to help you out into the new year. This will help you. Your pullback is your friend, just like the trend is your friend. And to find it, just zoom out. And remember, this may be a complete uptrend, but inside the uptrend, you have a triangle. So you're going to have an up, down, up, down, up. Just find it by zooming out onto a higher time frame, then go down to a smaller time frame and trade it. That's all there is to it. All right, thanks again, everybody. Let's make some money in the markets, and I'll talk to you in the new year. Bye-bye.